What up, y'all? Forward Fable Man, Big Boss Fable back again with a video for the channel. I'm doing a reaction to the mysterious deaths of 3 Kansas City Chiefs fans who froze to death outside a friend's home. Crazy, man. I seen this story making its rounds, but I didn't really understand the context of how this could have occurred. Like, where's the homeowner at? You know what I'm saying? And I think they're still trying to do autopsies to try to understand how they died. But anyways, let's hop into this video and kind of get an understanding. This is from CBS News.
3 men who went to watch a football game and never came home. Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGeeney, and David Harrington were found dead outside a friend's home in Kansas City on January 9th, 2 days after the men gathered there to watch the Chiefs' regular season finale. Michael George is here with the latest on the case. Good morning, Michael.
Michelle, good morning. I spoke with the brother of one of the men, Ricky Johnson. He says all the family wants is answers. How could 3 friends end up dead, their bodies outside frozen after going to a football watch party? Now, one thing the family is sure of, they don't buy the story of the man who hosted the party.
And that is how it's going to end here in Los Angeles.
It was January 7th. The Kansas City Chiefs eked out a close win against the Chargers in balmy Los Angeles. But back in Kansas City, it was in the low 30s, with blizzard conditions in the forecast. 3 longtime friends, Ricky Johnson, Clayton McGeeney, and David Harrington, watched the game at a friend's house. But after the party, all 3 friends went missing. 2 days later, police say a fiance of one of the men came to the house.
That's what I'm saying. How does it take 2 days for the fiance to try to think something's wrong? It took you 2 days to figure out maybe I should check out or go to the home to where the watch party happened. That's weird. I mean, if he didn't come home that night, you think that next day you'd be wondering. He was probably if he was unresponsive the next day, not answering the cell phone, you would think that at that point in time you'd try to go to that home and be like, bro, what happened? You wait 2 whole days? That's weird to me. That's sketchy.
House looking for answers and found a body in the backyard. Officers discovered 2 more. The cause of death is still unknown, but investigators say there were no obvious signs of foul play.
We deserve answers.
Jonathan Price is the brother of Ricky Johnson.
What do you think happened that night?
The only thing I know for a fact is I don't accept that my brother just froze to death. There has to be something else involved. Whether it's drugs or something else, I have no idea.
That's what I'm thinking it is, drugs.
Family members have questions for Jordan Willis, the man who hosted the party. Police say he has cooperated with the investigation.
Jordan had absolutely nothing to do with the deaths of his 3 friends.
Through his attorney,
Boy,
Willis claims he had no idea the 3 bodies were in his backyard for 2 days. He says he thought his friends left his house that night.
In the early morning hours, Jordan, around 2 a.m., he believes, he got sleepy. He said, I'm going to crash on the couch. And he said goodbye to his buddies, and he thought that they left out the front door.
The attorney says Willis didn't respond to family members' attempts to reach him because he was asleep.
I know that his story does not add up.
So this fool was asleep for 2 days?
Truth in some way or fashion.
Price says his brother Ricky was...
Come on, man. I'm thinking they probably like maybe the homeowner went to bed, right? This could be one or two. The homeowner's involved, right? He did some fishy stuff. I don't know. You go 2 days and you don't check your backyard. I don't know. A lot of people don't even venture into their backyard. So he may have not known and realized there were bodies there. Or maybe he could have taken a look outside, but mentioning that there's blizzards, you know, in Kansas City during this time, maybe bodies were covered by snow. The other thing is maybe he went to sleep and these 3 gentlemen like went out back to smoke a joint or something. Maybe the joint was laced. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But I think it's probably something with drugs or maybe something they took. Probably just for recreational purposes. Whatever they took was laced. Things went left.
Was a loving father to 3 young girls.
He's always been a role model to me, you know, someone I admired.
For the families, the hardest part is having no explanation why their loved ones are gone.
How are you supposed to heal from something that you don't even know what happened?
And those answers may have to wait until the results of the autopsies are finished. Now, look, it was cold that night, around 34 degrees, but Something doesn't add up here. These guys weren't in the woods or on a mountain. They were in someone's backyard. So the family still has a lot of questions about this.
Do we have any idea how long the autopsy until we'll know some of those answers?
We're hearing about another week, week and a half, but that's a long wait for these families.
Well, they said at this, initially at least, no signs of foul play,
Right,
but
right. All right, Michael,
we don't
thank you.
know. Thanks,
Very,
Michael.
very strange story.
At Motorcycle Mechanics Institute, you will train with
Yeah, I
others.
ain't gonna lie. That's a weird story, bro. Like, how, you know what I mean? Why, who, what, when, where, how, why, you know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of mysteries that occur in this world. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'm sure y'all know as well, but and some of them never go explained. It's crazy how things happen. And sometimes a lot of things are so mysterious when we initially hear the headlines of the news, but then like obviously detective work, autopsies, things of that sort are able to quickly decipher. And then a lot of it's just random sequence of events that happens. And then, you know, unfortunate things happen. So it's crazy, man. Condolences to those families and, you know, rest in peace to those guys that lost their lives. Just wanted to watch a game and have a good time with the boys, it sounds like. But the homeowner sounds sketchy to me. That's real sketchy. How would you go to sleep before your friends left if you had guests in your home? Unless they're just your boys. You know what I mean? Like, but I think it's a rarity. If I had guests over, I think I would be up until they left. And games don't end at 2 a.m. So if they was just partying and hanging out further like into the night, that's one thing. But I think I would wait for them to leave the home. I wouldn't say, hey, I'm going to sleep at 2 a.m. You guys let yourselves out. And then they do whatever around the house. Even though they're my boys, but still, I think that's just weird for you to just leave them up to whatever they're doing. Because if that was the reality of the situation, then the next point I would assume is that maybe they went out back, like I said, smoked something, you know, try to take some recreational drugs, and then that backfired because maybe those drugs were laced or something. Who knows, man? That's just the odd story. But comment down below if you have any thoughts or ideas behind this one. And let me know y'all's thoughts in the comment section down below. Subscribe to the channel, man. Check my trending playlist. Do have a playlist dedicated to trending news and, you know, occurrences and events. So peace, love, prosperity. God bless y'all. We'll catch you on the next video. We out.